Okay, so what we're looking at today, we're just following the scheme of work. You'll see the next thing that I want us to look at is finding the surface area of triangular prisms. So that's something like a Toblerone packet, okay? That's where you've got like a triangle on the end, and then it stays that same shape all the way through. Now, before we get going, just so you don't forget, it would get I forget to mention it. You're going to be doing Hegarty 585, but you will not be able to do questions 5 and 6, okay? They involve histograms, which we haven't done before. So just go and do the first 4 questions, then bail out. I will, of course, though, go and make sure that I adjust the percentage. And as I move the percentage over to my team's mark book, I will go and give you 100% if you've got the first 4 questions right. Or if you've got 2 of the first 4 right, I'll give you 50%. So the questions 5 and 6 involve histograms, which not histograms, involve trapeziums, which we haven't done yet. Okay, but I couldn't find another suitable exercise for us to do. The first 4 questions are excellent, so just do the first 4, and I will make sure that I up your percentages as I transfer them over. So what we're going to be doing as the first step of these is to work out the area of triangles. So let's just remind ourselves how to work out an area of a triangle. So if you've got a triangle like this, just think about it, how the triangle takes up half the space of a rectangle. If this was a rectangle, okay, if this was a rectangle, you would just say the area of the rectangle was 3 times 4, which is 12. But obviously the triangle is taking up half the space, so we have to go and halve that 12. So it would be half times 4 times 3, which is 6. So an area of a triangle is half times base times height. However, if you've got a sort of a more complicated triangle like the one over here on the right, then remember that the height that you're interested in of the triangle is that perpendicular height. It's the height straight up. Okay, so the complete formula for a triangle is half times base times the perpendicular height. Over here, the perpendicular height is just the 3. Over here, the perpendicular height is the 4. So working out the area of this triangle over here, okay, you would do half times 10 times 4. Okay, the 5 is a red herring. That is not part of the equation to work out the area of a triangle. You want the perpendicular height, that's the height straight up, not the diagonal height. Okay, so as I said, the task you're going to be doing is 585, but you're just going to do the first 4 questions. You're going to leave 5 and 6. So work out the surface area of this this solid prism. Okay, so we're going to need to work out the area of remember, surface area is when we're working out the wrapping paper that would cover the shape completely. So you just need to take your time on these. You've got to say to yourself, right, what have I got here? Well, I've got this this top rectangle here. So just go and draw them on the side. So that slanty rectangle on the top has got sides of 10 and 9. Okay, then we've got that rectangle on the back, haven't we? That little rectangle on the back, the sort of the left-hand side. So just go and draw that little rectangle out. Now that's got a height of 6 and a width of 9. So do you see it's that rectangle there we're talking about? So 6 and 9. And then, of course, we've got the base as well, haven't we? We've got the base, which is another rectangle. And we can see that that base has got lengths of 8 as one side. And that length there is the same as that length there. So that is 9. So you can see that we've got 3 rectangles there. But then we've got the 2 triangles on the ends as well. So we've got 2 identical triangles. Okay, and we can see those measurements are 6 and 8. So what I would like you to do in your workings is always just to draw the various surfaces on the side and put the dimensions in. That's your first step. Now, your next step is just to work out each of those individual areas. Well, this is a rectangle, so 10 nines are 90, 9 sixes are 54, 8 nines are 72. But remember, with the triangles, you're going to have to halve them. So 6 eighths are 48, half of 48 is 24. Okay, so we then go and finally, we've then just got to add those 5 surfaces together. I can't do that in my head, but I did do this. I prepared one earlier. Okay, you go and add those 5 surfaces together. You go and get a final answer of 262. Okay, so no shortcuts, no trying to do it in your head, please. I want you just drawing out all the sides, working out all the areas and adding them together. Okay, so it's similar idea here. Okay, so there's no shortcut. You're just going to have to go and say we've got 3 rectangles. Okay, we've got 3 rectangles. We've got this face here. Okay, so that face there has got sides of 29 and 40. Okay. We've then got the base. We've got the base, which has got sides of 36 and 40. We've got the left-hand side rectangle, that sort of face there. Okay, we've got that 3rd rectangle. Now, you just got to be careful here. That's got a base, that length there, which is 40. And then a height of 25. Okay, so those are our 3 rectangles. You just got to picture yourself walking around the shape. And then we've now got these funny triangles on the end, both looking like this. Okay, so that's 36. That perpendicular height is 20 for both of those. And then you've got to go and work out each of those 5 areas. Base times height, base times height, base times height, half times base times height, half times base times height. Now, when you go and work those out, okay, you go and get these individual measurements here, areas here, add those areas all together, we get 4320. Okay, so just to remind you, you then leave questions 5 and 6 because we don't know how to work out the area of that shape there. So that's why we're leaving those questions out. So I hope that's clear, guys. So if you could go and do questions 1, 2, 3, and 4, I'll be here if you've got any queries, and I look forward to seeing your percentages. Cheers, guys. Bye.